Let's talk about the Seattle Seahawks, okay? Congratulations, there wasn't even a game they won so bad. They were amazing. Yeah. Just like smack, 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 smack. We won. It was fabulous. And congratulations to Bad Bunny. He had more than 130 million viewers tuning into one of the most anticipated halftime shows in the history of the ball. Check it out.
Muchas novias, hoy tengo una, mañana otra. Ey, 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 4 de julio fue el de July. Ando con mi prima borracha Lulay. Los míos en el Bronx, ¿sabes la que hay? Con la nota en high por Washington High. Ey, ey, pido con mi corillo que somos un montón. Welcome to the canción. United States, Canadá. Ando en mi padre, Puerto Rico. Seguimos aquí.
But alas, not everyone was a fan. No. You know who posted that it was an affront to the greatness of America and doesn't represent our standards of success, creativity, or excellence?
He definitely did not write that statement. Like, there's no way.
You know, listen.
It's a little too coherent.
It's clear, though, that you watched it.
Yeah.
So what was happening with Kid Rock? Wasn't that your thing? You didn't want, oh. Also, oh. Did they get as much? No, they didn't get that many. Okay, all right. Well, I'm not gonna bring it up, but you know what? That's the good thing about America. You can watch what you want when you want. So you were able to watch Kid Rock, or you could watch Bad Bunny, or if you were smart, you go back and forth just to stay on top of stuff. But you know, what, I know people, I'm sorry, I keep laughing because I think you don't recognize excellence and creativity when you see it. Do you know how creative that was?
Yeah.
What he did,
Yeah.
I mean,
the production alone
it was just
unbelievable.
I mean, come on, man.
I know.
I mean, he was upset. He said no one would understand what was being said. You didn't understand.
Yeah.
A lot of people did.
You didn't have to understand or speak Spanish to feel the joy and to feel the unity and the message of inclusivity that was there.
Yeah.
Of course, you know, I've been going to Puerto Rico since I was a little kid, since my mother is from there. And it was such an homage to the island, La Isla del Encanto.
Yeah.
It was so beautiful to see the sugarcane in Puerto Rico, to see the pava hat. And, you know, people kept on asking me, like, what is this? What were you wearing on Friday? This hat used to be worn by farmers in Puerto Rico, right, working the sugarcane fields. And it's just made from palm straw. Mm-hmm. But at some point, it was sort of, it meant poverty, but Puerto Ricans reclaimed it, and instead of it meaning like el jibarito, like the farmer, it means your connection to the land, to the island, and that's why we wear it with such pride. And then, you know, you have men playing dominoes, you have the music, you have the casita. It was just joyful, and I think a very important political statement that was made is that the power grid in Puerto Rico has been a problem for so long. It's a problem historically. It's been corrupt. It's run by a company that doesn't own it, but the contract guarantees payment regardless if the electricity works or not. And so Puerto Ricans have the highest electrical bills in our country. And the grid goes down all the time. I was there for New Year's Eve. Grid goes out, you know? And so I think the fact that he highlighted so many of the things about Puerto Rican culture and then all Latino culture, when the Latino community is under attack right now in this country, I think it meant not only a lot to Puerto Ricans, but to every Latino and every American as well. Yeah. So I was verklempt.
You know, it's a joy word.
I think maybe the reason that Trump doesn't like Bad Bunny is because Bad Bunny, unlike him, isn't a Nepo trust fund baby.
Yeah.
Just 10 years ago, this is amazing to me. Just 10 years ago, Benito Martinez Ocasio, Bad Bunny, was bagging groceries at a supermarket in San Juan and uploading his music to YouTube. And 10 years later, here he is at the biggest stage in the world. And one of the things he said in the concert was, in the halftime show, was that the reason he was there is because he had belief in himself. And he urged the rest of us to believe in ourselves. And every time Bad Bunny has gone on stage, from the very beginning, when he started getting awards, when he started going to concerts, he always thanked the Latino community that was behind him. And last night, he delivered. Every time he's gotten asked how you feel about the Super Bowl, the word that came out of him was grateful. I gotta tell you, when I saw Ricky Martin come out there, and I mean,
He looked good, too.
when I saw Ricky, and he was singing the most poignant song, which is about, I don't want for Puerto Rico to go through what Hawaii has become. Cuando Ricky se sole, ese lelolai, por poco me da algo. But he was, I really can't. And there were so many people texting me yesterday on my timeline who told me they were weeping. And I can't overstate what it means to the Latino community that has seen itself persecuted, attacked, racially profiled. We have seen for the last year our children dragged through the streets. We have seen our pregnant women, our elderly dragged through the streets, disappeared and detained. To have Bad Bunny use that platform to say, do not otherize us. We are all part of America, and we are all equal, and we all belong, and love is stronger than hate.
That's the thing.
To have him give that little Grammy, the Grammy to the little boy that represents, there's 3,800 children in detention centers right now. So the different symbolisms of, of having Ricky there, who's part of a different generation of, but knows what it's like to go around the world without losing his heritage, always knowing where he comes from, being proud of his roots. Micro joys help us deal with macro sadness. I have had macro sadness for over a year under Trump, seeing what he has done to my community and what he continues to do to my community. I am so grateful to Bad Bunny for having given me that micro joy, and I will see that halftime show. I've seen it 5 times already.
Yeah, same.
And by the way, kudos to the NFL. They made a decision that I said this would be the most watched halftime show, and that it was a smart business decision. They made it by choosing Bad Bunny. They committed to it, and they didn't blink. And it's obvious why. The NFL wants to be an international brand. They're doing more games abroad than they ever have. He's multiple times over, Bad Bunny has been the most streamed artist on Spotify. 39 million Latinos are among the NFL's most loyal viewers and the most likely to buy merchandise. They know what they're doing. They're like, this is an excellent artist who appeals to a demographic that may not even tune into the Super Bowl, but they will to see him. And it was also just an excellent performance, start to finish.
Excellent.
I only even knew the song he ended with, and I was like, I'm following this. I love this. People are dancing. Baby might come out. Like, we're good. But I will, and I'll say this on like the sort of culture war, the other halftime show. The people who were mad the day he was announced as the halftime show were gonna be mad regardless if he did. If he flew out on a bald eagle saluting Ronald Reagan and George Washington, they would have still been mad. So it's like, I think it's a good reminder, like, tune out the timeline, tune out the noise. I think it's no shade to Turning Point in the alternative programming. They got like 5 million views. 135 million people tune in. It's America's game. It was a great performance. And honestly, and I just want to end on this too, you don't need to speak the language to appreciate it. That was the takeaway.
Well,
My
Bad
mom was
Bunny-
like, this is great. Like,
He said himself, you don't need to understand me, I want you to dance. There was no one that could have watched last night that didn't dance.
Oh, you
And
know they won.
And the thing I love, though, that when you think of sports in this country, actually globally, but you grow up knowing it's a celebration. You're going to show up and celebrate. This was the richest celebration that Bad Bunny didn't make about himself. He was lifting everyone up around him, and the light shone so bright. And as they rattled off those countries at the end about North America,
all the
South America,
flags,
Central America, It's funny how that becomes political to some because that's the most inclusive big tent love I've ever seen at the biggest game of the year. That's what it's
But
supposed
You know,
to be.
you know, I like to mention fashion. He was wearing Zara, which is a Spanish brand. So I was really digging that,
Well,
too.
you know, listen, here's the thing. People will watch what they want to watch. You can't dictate what people are going to do or how they're going to feel. You know, you were talking about how tired you are of watching the destruction of people's energies and their feeling. Me too.
Yeah.
And I've been tired of it for quite some time as I watch them, you know, remove information about Medgar Evers, you know, and say that the man who shot and killed him was not a racist. He's not to be called. He is a racist. He was a racist, and he will always be a racist. And the reason I say that is because we in this country, what we don't learn in the history books that don't tell us half of what our history is, we learn orally. And these stories are not going anywhere. But here's a great story for y'all to just put in your pocket, because I know you're going to want to see the Super Bowl again. You know where you can watch it next year? Right here on ABC. We have the Super Bowl. We will have the Super Bowl. Yeah. Yeah. That was a nice picture.
You know what's the most ironic thing?
What?
All these people hating on Bad Bunny are sitting there eating their tortilla chips con guacamole,
I know.
their queso dip, their chili con carne, watching a Super Bowl going on in Santa Clara, California. No joda.
So how do you think I feel when people are laying out trying to get some sun?